Yo, what's good, good people? Sorry I am late. Um, but I'm here now, so we're good to go. Thank y'all for coming in, hanging out, checking things out, doing these Monday top tens alternatives. If you're new to the show, I take the top 10 list from Covrprice and I find alternatives for I try for each and every book. It doesn't always happen, but that's what my goal is each and every time. So let's go check the chat. Of course, we have Mr. Baker here. I appreciate you back there, Mr. Baker. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, doing well. Jonathan from Collectibles to Astonish, thank you so much for coming in, man. I appreciate you. Everybody go check out Collectibles to Astonish YouTube page and Instagram page is also on Whatnot. So go support the man there. We got Dale of Suspense. What's going on, my iron brother? I appreciate you coming by, showing up, showing some love. Please, everybody, go check out Dale of Suspense. He is on the road to 500, so go give him some support and some love on YouTube and on Instagram as well. So, thank y'all so much for coming out and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Looks like you have the heat off. This is like me comfy, like around this time of year. Like I like having a beanie on, and I came home from work and I didn't even change. Like I just left all this on. So, but no, we got heat. We're good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, I dropped my CGC submission today, so you can go check that out on YouTube. I'm really pleased with it, really happy with it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's awesome, exciting stuff. So I don't have my list. I have no idea where my list is. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. Let's go ahead and let's dive into this. This top 10 list. Boom. Oh, we can't do it like that. We gotta do it. There we go. That's the normal. You gotta do it the normal way. All right. Let's see if I can zoom this in a little bit. Ooh, what was that? There we go. I like that. Yes. All right. Awesome. Here we go. Coming in number 10, we've got Avengers number 6 from 2010. This is on here for what I believe is a stupid reason. Like just straight up, flat out. There's several books on here that have kind of aggravated me, and they're on here for stupid reasons. And this is one of them. So anyways, let's see why this book is. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first appearance of Azari, who is like T'Challa's son in a whole nother multiverse or whatever. I have seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever. No spoilers for that. I don't want anybody in the chat if you're live or whatever, please don't spoil any of for anybody that hasn't watched it. The Comically Comics podcast, we just sat there and did a review of it last night, so that'll be dropping next Monday, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this is popped off because of that movie more than likely. And yet it has nothing to do with the movie. Nothing at all to do really with the movie. So yeah, we got Near Mints coming in at around $24. This is probably a back bin book. Like, anyways, it aggravates me. It aggravates me. Since we're gonna sit there and throw out, kind of goofy spec, I decided to join in with them, but maybe make mine a little bit more reasonable, a little more decent. My alternative for this book here is Vision number 1, or The Vision number 1. You're gonna get the first full appearance of, I believe her name is Virginia, and then we've got Viv Vision here, and she later becomes a member of the Champions, and I can't remember what the boy's name is. But it's his first appearance as well. So you got these 3 first appearances. News has broke out that we're getting, as of right now, a TV show called Vision Quest. Could this be based off of Tom King's run? I don't know, but there's been a lot of buildup of the future of the MCU through children and stuff like that, through like offspring. So I could kind of see maybe that going this way. Um, Near Mint's right now $13. I don't think that's bad. This run has gotten like a lot of like people like this run. I probably won't because I'm not a Tom King fan. But if you like Tom King, Cole's Comics claims I'm talking to you. Then maybe you'll like this run. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at with this. That's what I'm thinking. Is maybe we'll get Viv Vision at one point in time, and so this book would be a nice book to have. Um, so yeah, let's see what the chat has to say because chat usually's got something to say about, or somebody's come in, one or the other. We have got Neil's Comics and Video Games. What's going on, homie? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Neil's win that I got from him will probably be dropping Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've already done all the editing for that, and I just got to do the thumbnail. So that should be dropping Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. He is on the road to 500 as well. So please go enter into that contest on YouTube and go check him out on Instagram. So awesome dude, awesome member of the community. All I can say about Black Panther 2 is really miss Chadwick Boseman. A freaking man. Amen. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to go on a rant. I really don't want to go on a rant. Oh, Dale agrees. This is great. All right. Probably on to a nice Baker book right here. This is Wolverine #1 from 1988. This is his first like ongoing solo series. That first solo title will be the Frank Miller Wolverine that's like 4 issues long. So I mean, there's more news breaking out about Hugh Jackman and what he could look like as Wolverine, stuff like that. So I'm sure that's why this book is kind of popping off a little bit. Near Mint's going for around $47. My suggestion is, let's clear that one out. Let's go to this one right here. Storm #1. So why would I even pick this Storm #1? First of all, this is Storm's first solo title. So quite like, if I'm not mistaken, this is a limited series as well. So this is kind of like the whole Frank Miller. Now, is it the same clout as Frank Miller? God, no, it's not the same clout. But #1s usually pop off when a character comes. Outside of Wolverine, who's been cast apparently, at least one version of our Wolverine has been cast. I think Storm is a really high probability of being like coming into the MCU in some way, form, or fashion. Wakanda Forever, we saw how they kind of branched out into other countries within Africa. And so, maybe we could maybe get a glimpse of Aurora or something along those lines. She has strong ties to the Black Panther as well in the comic books. So maybe that could be an influence. There was news going around about a possible Gambit series as well. I could really see them bringing Storm in through a Gambit series too. So yeah, there was a lot of possibilities in my head as far as like Storm coming in. Her first appearance is kind of ridiculous because I believe it's part of that giant size X-Men #1. But her #1 right here is not too bad, honestly. We're looking for near mints. So we got near mints coming in at around $5, which I think is absolutely reasonable. Like if you were to find this and it was in near mint condition, I would absolutely pick it up for $5. That's me though. I'm not telling you to buy anything, but that's what I would do. I definitely would not pay 30 even for a near mint, like near mint plus. I just, maybe if it was a 10, like, but it had to be graded. But yeah, so I just think this is different. It's a dope cover. I really like the cover. This probably is really dark because more than likely this is like chrome looking or a foil or whatever the case is. So yeah, be on the lookout for that if you're interested in it. Oh, and also like this right here, I'm sure is foil as well. So I'm sure this is an extremely sweet looking cover, like in person. Not lots of 90s goodness going on here. Let's see. Baker agreeing with me. Yes, the good stuff. Chop and Drop, what is going on, homie? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate your support. Everybody, if you haven't already, please go check out Chop and Drop on his YouTube channel and his Instagram. Awesome member of the community doing awesome things. So go give some love and support for him. Let's see. Oh, I lost it. Where am I going? Oh no. What's up, Chop? Storm has to make the cut when the MCU. I agree completely. Anybody that's on that 92 team, like surely they've got to be there to make the cut. Like that just seems like a given, especially with the cartoon coming out and stuff like that. Like, why would you not have that synergy going? So totally agree with you. Totally agree. My honey has made it. Thank you so much, honey, for coming in and supporting me. I appreciate you. Love you bunches. Let's see what else we got. All right, we are caught up. Cool. Back to this list. Of course, this is popping off because of Black Panther Wakanda Forever as well. Invincible Iron Man number 9. This is the first appearance of Riri Williams. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I enjoyed Dominique's portrayal of Riri Williams. No, there's not like necessarily a Riri Williams story that I'm fond of or really have even read. I never really read any of the Riri stuff. But you know what? I actually thoroughly enjoyed her performance. She was like unconscious for a quarter of her like appearance in the movie, but outside of that, I'm looking forward to the Ironheart TV series. Like, I'm really excited about that. So, near mints though for this book are coming in around $87. Instead of looking for this right now, because obviously it's hot, I would suggest you look for, let's get rid of this book right here. This is the Amazing Spider-Man annual number 16. This is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel. So, we haven't really seen Monica Rambeau since the end of WandaVision. So it's been a little bit. So, the eyes are not, you start forgetting when you don't see somebody. Like, I went and looked at, what's her name? Florence Pugh's character. Crap, I can't think of it. The new Black Widow. Anyways, it'll come to me eventually. Or somebody say it in the chat. But her book is still on up there. The Inhumans number 5, if I'm not mistaken. But it's because she was just on Hawkeye here not long ago. So people are still thinking about her and stuff like that. And then she just got announced for Thunderbolts as well. So yeah, here, let's look at these numbers right here. We got Very Fines coming in at $83. But then you've got these near mints coming in at 54. So here's what I did. If you look at the rest of these numbers, like, they're coming in more around the $50 to $60 range. Is kind of what I was looking at. If you go to the sales data, let's see, right here. If you look at all these, not all these, because they go this way. These are all really low numbers. Like, there's a few that stick out like really high, but most of these around that $50, $60 mark. Like, this book is not really, like, people aren't really hitting on it as hard as they used to. Most recent sale in this, as far as like the Near Mint Plus, is like 2021. You got this one here that was like August of this year. There's a 7.5 that was around $65. And then, like, if you look, here's August 15th though for $37. So like deals, like, this book is just kind of in a wonky state. It looks like some people are looking for it, some people aren't. And so now may be a good time to look for this book if you're interested in that character. Because there's deals to be had, is what it looks like. So, and as time goes on and we don't see her anymore, this book is just going to keep going down. But then everybody knows as soon as we see her, this book is just going to go stupid again. More than likely. I'd say probably around the $100 to $150 range if I had to guess, because that's what most of the female, like, characters are doing right now. Like, when we got Thor Love and Thunder and stuff like that. Like, that Jane Foster book was sitting around the $100 to $150 mark for a while. She-Hulk was doing the same thing. Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, was doing the same thing. And now all these are now, like, most of these are now below $100. So, except for characters that we've seen recently. Anyways, that's my pick. So let's look here in the chat. Dale agrees. Riri was great. Her suit at the end was not. So I am excited to see her build her own suits in her TV show. But yes, her playing Riri, I thought was awesome. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16 with that special cover. Yes, the very, very empowering cover that it has. Yeah, Baker, there you go. Yelena Belova. Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, Yelena's is still on up there because that's what I was going to pair it with. but just didn't make the cut. Yo, we've got Superman number 75, Dan Jurgens 1 in 25. This just came out. Nice cover. I like it. I dig it. It's from the pages of that Superman 75. But yeah, Near Mint's coming in at around $45. I would definitely wait on this book to do something. And while I'm waiting, maybe look at this book right here. This is Booster Gold number 5. This is another Dan Jurgens cover. And to me, this is like an iconic Booster Gold cover. And shout out to Bearded Comic Bro and I'm sorry. Gary B, the casual comic guy. Because he was on the 1011 here not long ago. And Bearded Comic Bro like pulled this book out, and this is one of his favorite books. It had a really interesting story from the way he was describing it. So go check out Gary B, the casual comic guy, and go check out that 1011 Bearded Comic Bro and however many others that he's got out there, because he's interviewed so many people in the comic book community. But yeah, he talked about this book right here, and this book just seems awesome. And like I said, this book is, to me, it's an iconic cover. Like, it's very memorable. So Near Mint's coming in at around, we'll say $10, because these are all old stats. These are back from April. And then you got these coming in around 12. I think I found this book at mycomicshop.com today. There's 2 copies in very fine shape for $8. So we'll even bump it up. We'll say $15, because even at $15 is still cheaper than this 45 right here. But yeah, you can totally get this today. Very fine for $8. So a Near Mint, I don't think $15 is unreasonable, or I think you should definitely be able to get one for $15. I could be wrong, but especially with these older numbers here being around 12 and 13, I'd say $15 is probably where it's at. So yeah, that's my alternative to that. So let's see. Larry, what's going on, homie? You're never late. Everybody go check out Larry on Instagram. Go show him some love. Check him out. Go check him out. The suit was hot garbage. Her Mark III has to be better, and it better have Tony Stark as her AI. I don't know. Like, didn't he sign to do voiceover or something like that? That's what everybody's talking about, is that maybe he'll come in and do AI. Like, that would be super cool. I would totally dig that. But I wonder if they're even going to give her AI, for the basic fact that, like, it seems like more or less they're trying to make Shuri the new Iron Man. And, like, you know, she had her AI and stuff like that in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. But yeah, I really hope that Mark III is definitely better. Really hope so. That's funny. All right. Back to this list. Speaking of Shuri, we've got Black Panther number 2. This is the first appearance of Shuri. This is not her first appearance as the Black Panther. That will come in the next volume of the Black Panther. So, and I think it's honestly around issue 4 or 5 that she dons the suit or something like that. We as in Comically Comics podcast, actually read the first 5 or 6 issues of that Black Panther volume, where Shuri becomes the Black Panther. It was a pretty interesting read. I want to say it's called The Deadliest Species or something like that. I can't remember exactly. The review for that just dropped today. So wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all the things, you can go and listen to our podcast there and hear our review on that story and see for yourself whether or not you're interested enough to listen to it. Definitely had some correlations to what happened in the movie. But yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Anyways, Shuri, Black Panther. Shuri not as Black Panther, but as Shuri, her first appearance here in Black Panther number 2. Near Mint's going for $103. That's kind of what I'm saying, guys. Like, these characters, like, once we get to their movie and stuff like that, they totally just drop. I mean, I think Shuri was going for big bucks here not long ago, and now she's like $100 book. Like, I don't know if it's because people just don't want to support, didn't like the movie, or like how or what's going on, but like, this is a big main character in the MCU. If I'm not mistaken, Letitia Wright has signed on for like 12 appearances in the MCU, along with Dominique, who plays Riri, signed up for 20 plus, is what the rumor is. And then it's by appearances, not by like projects, but appearances. So I don't know if those count as like for TV shows, like if each episode's an appearance or what, but that's the rumor mill that I've been hearing. Anyways, my alternative for this is not Booster Gold 5 because that was the last one. It's this book right here, all new Marvel Now .1 number 1. We know this is the first appearance of Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, and her show's come and gone. And again, just like Monica Rambeau, like we know she's coming in the Marvels, but we haven't seen her. Nobody said her name. Nobody's talked about it or anything like that. And so now, near mints of her book are going for $73. Like, I understand this is not extremely cheaper. Like, I usually like to go half of whatever the book is that I'm doing. Sometimes it's not, possible. And here I was just kind of wanting to make the point of like these characters, they get really stinking hot, understandably so, and then they just start to drop. And so, like, Ms. Marvel here, like, it's not been long since we've had that TV show, and this is just dropped. So, 100, not even 100, just $73 for a near mint. I don't, she's going to be back. She's going to be in a movie with Monica Rambeau. Like, and this book will probably start to pop off again once we start getting close to that movie and people start talking about it. And there's, I can't remember if there's a date set for it or not. But yeah, like, that's going to happen. So, all right, go back to the chat. Let's see what's going on. She was very much an annoying kid sister in the book that we read as well. Like it was yeah. She did redeem herself, but that had to happen in the book. Like how everybody messed around and like was bothered with Carl in The Walking Dead. It's kind of reminiscent of that a little bit. I've noticed half love it and half hated it. That's interesting. I haven't met anybody that absolutely hated it yet. I heard somebody else in like a message board that I was in that was like, I don't understand why it's getting so much hate. And I was like, I haven't heard anybody that's hated the movie. I've like, coming out of Love and Thunder, there was lots of people that were like, oh my God, I hate that movie. Like it was like you either love that movie or you hated it. But yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. I've not heard that really. Well, I guess I have heard it because it was in the message, but like nobody around me has like hated it though. So they might not, it might have been their cup of tea or whatever, but they hadn't hated it. So that's interesting. Very interesting. All right. On to the next one. This right here. This is the stuff that bothers me. If y'all don't want something spoiled, all right. If y'all don't want something spoiled for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, then y'all got to shut me off or something because I need to say what I need to say as far as this book goes. So if you absolutely don't want something, now this ain't gonna mess with the plot. This ain't gonna mess with the movie really at all. This has more to do with the stinger at the end of it than anything else. But I've got to say what I got to say for this book for stuff to make sense. All right. So, anyways, this book right here is popping off because in the stinger, a little boy says that his name is Tosin. All right. When he first said it, I thought he said Tosin as well. And I was kind of shocked, honestly. But then I stayed for the credits because, it's a Marvel movie. I mean, who the hell doesn't stay for the credits? You feel me? He doesn't say Tosin. It's not spelled Tosin. It's not. It's spelled Toussaint, if I'm not mistaken. And my homie Richard on the Comically Comics podcast let me know that name is like the child was named after a Haitian general who helped with freedom in Haiti. And so that's where the name has come from. His name, the boy's name, is not Tosin. Okay. So people heard it though. They haven't looked at the credits. They haven't gone back and looked to see what the boy's actual name is. Yes, Dale's got it right here. Boom. Hold on. Yes, exactly. That's the boy's name in the stinger in the movie. It's not Tosin, okay? But that's what people heard was Tosin. So that's why this book is popped off right here, because this is the second print of the first appearance of Tosin, and also the first cover appearance of Tosin. Right now, Nearman's going for $18. This book is like, if you believe in Tosin, okay, fine, go get your books. I'm not knocking the character or anything like that, but what I'm saying is, don't pick up this book thinking that that's what that boy's name is in the new Wakanda Forever, because it's not. It's like what Dale just said right there. That's the boy's name right here. And he's named after a Haitian general, more than likely. More than likely. They didn't say that in the movies, but if you go and you do some little Google searching, the boy lives in Haiti, and this was a big general in Haiti that helped with the freedom. It will make sense if you watch it, I promise. I'm trying my best not to ruin anything. Anyways, my recommendation is not this book, but this book right here. Since we're pulling out, again, goofy speculation and stuff like that, and goofy books, I'm going to pull this one out. Marvel Holiday Special #1, okay? Now, why in God's name have I pulled out this book right here? I pulled this book out because this is where it's known in Marvel continuity that Santa Claus is an Omega level mutant. All right. Again, why am I pulling this book out? We've got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special coming up right around the corner. That's going to be the next thing that we get. Right. So here's my thoughts, y'all. Here's my thoughts. I could be completely wrong, but this is kind of where I've been standing for the longest time now. James Gunn said he was going to, or did it in a tweet or something along those lines, that he was going to introduce the greatest superhero of all time. It's a holiday special. How could that not be Santa Claus? I'm just saying. Like, you give this is like one of his like last things to do before he is out the door of Marvel for God knows how long. Like, why would he not? If he had the chance to bring in Santa Claus, why would he not do it? Two, Mark Hamill is listed on this movie. He has been cast for this movie in an undisclosed role. You can't tell me that they won't dress up Mark Hamill as that there's not a good chance that Mark Hamill is Santa Claus. I'm just saying that just seems to hit on so many cylinders. Like, so yes, that's my reasoning for having this book on the list as an alternative. That's my speculation. Whether it comes true or not, I have no idea. But that's why it's speculating, and that's why it's fun. But near mints right now for this book are around $10. So yeah, like, I don't think this is really a bad pickup. This is a square bound book, lots of white. It's a wraparound colored cover as well. I wish they would show the back of it, because there's like more Marvel people, and like Santa Claus is you being chased after. So it's a really cool book. Go check it out. If you like my spec, there's some more reason to possibly pick it up. Otherwise, it's just a cool book to have, to say, I've got where Santa Claus is revealed to be an mega level mutant. Like, that's cool. It's a book that I've been looking for a while, and I've just never found the right book for the right price for me to grab. But that is one that I always look for. So, anyways, there's my rant so far on that one. We're gonna probably visit it again because it's top 10 list. So, yo, what is going on, JD? I appreciate you coming by. Everybody, if you haven't already, please go check out Raging Cajun Comics YouTube channel and Instagram. Awesome dude doing awesome things, interviewing awesome people every Sunday. So amazing, awesome stuff. Please go give him some love and support. Yep, got with Jay. Oh, John's Comics with Kids. What's going on, homie? Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you, y'all. If you haven't already, please go check out John's Comics with Kids. Always doing some great things on his channel, and funny guy with some funny shorts too on his YouTube. So go check out the Instagram and the YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 450. Yeah. I recently hit that, and so I'm trying to get things together to get a giveaway for my road to 500 ready. So I've got some stuff that I think I want to give away. I'm just trying to get everything together and everything in place first, so before I announce it. But yes. In fact, I think it probably is French, because he fought the French several times, and in Wakanda Forever, they were actually speaking French. So I wonder if that's maybe the native. I don't know. I'm not educated enough in Haiti. Really, I'm not educated enough outside of the United States, because I'm just whatever. I guess I'm ignorant. I don't know. But yeah, like I could see it being French. I have no idea, but I could see it definitely being French. Let's see. Let's go down. Yes, no FOMO. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dale, you need some shirts with that on it. I'm just saying, bro. Uh yeah. Yeah, it's a great cover. Absolutely great cover. Kevin Bacon. That's great. Yo, what's going on, Durs? I appreciate you coming by. Everybody go check out Collecting with Durs. Awesome dude, putting out awesome stuff. And go check out his Instagram as well. He's putting out some great things. Absolutely great stuff. Had some awesome AOKs come in recently, so go check those out. Really fun to watch. Set. With the Mark Hamill reference. That's great. I appreciate you, John. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hey, Santa to save the day. I'm just saying. No, yeah, man. Hey, no worries. No worry. I know the Eagles mean everything to you, bro. Like, I'm not offended at all. I'm actually honored that you spend your time to going back and forth. Like, that's amazing to me. Oh, this is great. All right, let's get back to this list. Okay, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 10. This is the first appearance of Spider-Punk. There was news broke out that who would be actually voicing Spider-Punk in the Across the Spider-Verse animated movie. I'm sorry, not series, animated movie. So that's probably why this book has popped off. Near Mint's coming in around $70. This was kind of a difficult book for me to like find something to go with, but I decided to go with this book right here. And it's really because of all like the spec that's been going on as far as the whole Sony Spider-Verse and stuff like that. I don't know how much faith I necessarily have in it. I think it seems like they're trying to get Kevin Feige more involved in it and stuff like that. And I keep hearing rumors of possibly there being a Spider-Geddon, which would be totally dope if they decided to do that and have like their own kind of version of Endgame, but it being, Spider-Geddon, the Spider-Geddon story. People are really hyped about this character right here. This is Arana, I believe is her name, or like her like hero name. I want to say her real name's Anya Correz, something along those lines. Somebody will correct me. Anyways, she seems like a really super dope, cool character. A lot of people have gotten excited about this character, but there's been like, I want to say she's been cast, but I may be wrong. I want to say I saw that though in the Key Collector app. I may be wrong though. Anyways, people got really excited about this. And near mints now are at around $40, and they're on a downward trend. So I might, if it was me, I've been looking for this book anyways, but it may be one that I keep more closer to the top of my list to actually see it there and find. So there's no telling, like there's so many spider people doing that. There's no telling who is going to show up where at what point in time, if they even do show up. But maybe this is a character you like. Maybe it's not even about the spec, because like that's what I try to do with this top 10 list is the fact that like it's more than just spec. It's like you may want to grab books that are on the cheap, for spec, but you also may want to grab them on the cheap just to have in your PC and like knowing when to buy those books. So, anyways, yeah, that's my pick. So let's go back over here to the chat. That's funny. No, you good. You good, bro. Yo, Swiss Rips, what's going on, homie? Appreciate you coming by. Everybody, if you haven't already, one of the best rippers that I know right here, right now is Mr. Swiss Rips and his sis. Always putting out great, awesome videos. And also gave away a awesome giveaway here recently of a graded Punisher card. How dope is that? So please go give Swiss Rips some love and support. He is on YouTube, and he just, I think, came out on Instagram as well because he just followed me here not long ago. So go check him out on both those places and go show him some love. All right. We are a little over halfway through, and we've got the main man right here, Lobo, number one, coming in at number 3. There was a tweet that came out from James Gunn, and the word Lobo was in it, and so of course everybody goes nuts. I know everybody wants Jason Momoa to play Lobo, and I think they could still pull it off because of the makeup and things like that, and that could be really fun. But at the same time, I think Ryan Hurst, who played Opie in Sons of Anarchy, would do a really good job as Lobo, and he's also voiced him in animated series as well. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there that maybe that's a good choice as well. But yeah, like very fines are coming in around $13 for this Lobo number one. This is his first solo series. My suggestion would be to look for this book right here. Y'all know how I am about my second appearances and things like that. This is Omega Man number 5. This is his Lobo's second appearance, and it's also the reveal of his name. So I thought that was really interesting, really cool, because if I'm not mistaken, Omega Man number 3 is the very first appearance of Lobo. So for us to get his name in number 5 was very interesting. And then if you got very fines coming in around $2, and I'm telling you right now, if I see this for $2 out in the wild, give me 3. I'm cool with that. Absolutely. The second appearance of Lobo for $2, yes, sign me up. Like I don't know, that just baffled me. Near mint's coming in around $7 or $8. You're still close to, like, you're still a little less, like you maybe 3/4 of what it is to get the first solo series or something like that. Like, I don't know. To me, this is just a dope book. Let's see, go back. Yes, I want to buy that Santa book. Like, I think that book's amazing. Are you kidding me? Absolutely, man. Yes, yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome, Swish. Right? Yes, just a good time. That's all you need, just a good time. You're right there. You're right there with him, Neil. You're right there, absolutely right there with them. This is great. Oh, good stuff. All right, back to the list. Black Panther number 3. Again, this is the A cover for that second print that was that we saw earlier of Tosin's first appearance. Nice Alex Ross cover. Again, near mint's coming in around $81. This has dropped off a lot from when it first was like debuted, which is kind of funny. Just that's what FOMO does. Like, that's why I'm doing this right here, like, to try and help out with that. My pick for this book is, again, if we're going to sit there and come out with like possibly silly spec or whatever, is this book right here. This is Secret Wars number 2. Nice Gabriel Dell'Otto cover. Nice Gabriel Dell'Otto artwork in here. This is the first appearance of Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. She was actually portrayed on the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. by, I believe, the actress Chloe Bennett. There's been some things that have come out where, like, Simi Liu, who plays Shang-Chi, where he did tweets like kind of hinting at her return as Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. So you take those with a grain of salt. But I do think that, like, there were some things that came out about Harry Styles, and then it just went quiet, like freaking crickets, and nobody else said anything about it again. And then we got him as Star Fox, or not Star Fox. I can't remember what his name is. But Eros. But yeah, like, I don't know. This is a book that I've been after a lot. I mean, just to, kind of put my money where my mouth is. Like, I think I found this here not long ago and showed y'all that I bought this off, like this and a few other Secret Wars off of eBay. Like, I really do believe in this. So right now, near mint's coming in around $28. Daisy Johnson has ties to the Scroll Kill Crew or something like that. Some kind of the Secret Warriors. That's what it is. The Secret Warriors. Punisher, I think, has like Scroll Kill Crew or something like that. Anyways, she has ties with the Secret Warriors, who has ties to Nick Fury, who has ties to the whole Secret Invasion thing. Like, there was a crew of like Nick Fury's like most trusted like people, and they went around like trying to fix everything, and she was part of that. So I could see possibly her showing up in Secret Invasion or something. Now, again, I've not heard anything else outside of the things that I just told y'all, but I still think this is a solid book regardless, like whatever you may or may not do. So I think it's cool. I enjoy having it in my collection. Let's see here. We're all looking for it. We were all looking for the one Santa book. That's great. I agree. It's a very dope. Like, other than like, it looks like he has like really like his hair's like bad. Like, that's the only thing that throws me off is like his beard. I'm like, bro, you're gonna trim the mutton chops. They're bad. But everything else I love. I love about that cover. I was gonna say, got a wicked mood to it. Yeah, definitely. They're all freaking super dope covers too in this. Like, you've got the first one being SpiderMan. See if I can pull it up real quick. Like, that's an awesome cover there. Looks like it's a trading card. Like, it's just dope. Got this Captain America one here. I'm not a Cap fan, but it's still a cool cover. I like his boots. Look like swashbuckling boots. There's Black Widow. That's an awesome cover to me. I like that one. I think this is the only one I don't have, and I probably need to get it because this is an amazing Daredevil cover. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is freaking beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's finish up this list, y'all. We have come to number 1. This is Omega Men number 3. This is the first appearance of Lobo. So, of course, again, because of the James Gunn tweet, we've got near mints coming in around $117. My last pick for this one, and I was actually super proud of this. I don't know that anybody else will give two anythings about this one, but Booster Gold number 1. I freaking love this book. Absolutely, positively love this book. Just got a copy here like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Shout out to Remy the Comic Book Poser. You can find him on YouTube and Instagram, and I think he sells on the app Drip. But I believe that's where I picked this up from him at. And yeah, like, this is the first appearance of Booster Gold, first solo for Booster Gold, the first, I believe, cover for Booster Gold. Like, I think this hits everything all in one book. And why in the world would I freaking be offering Booster Gold as any kind of spec? We're getting the Blue Beetle. Like, that's not been scrapped. Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle is still look like it's coming, and it's looking really good. Actually, his costume's looking really good and stuff like that. The logo looks really nice. So anytime I think Blue Beetle, I'm always thinking of Booster Gold as well. Like, they're buddy cops, and so I don't know. That's kind of where my mind goes. Like, I would not be surprised at all to sit there and see a stinger at the end of Blue Beetle and Skeets and Booster Gold show up to warn Jaime Reyes about something. Like, that's just in my head. That's just what I think, and that's what I see every time. So, yeah. Right. No, I'm with you. He's talking about these Secret Wars. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. Right? That's what James Gunn does, apparently. Like, he puts books at number 1. So, pretty amazing. I have not read a whole lot of DC lately. I started reading Batman with Chip Zdarsky, and for whatever reason, like, I ordered the first book of his run, and then I didn't order the second, but then I've got all the books after that, and I'm like, well, damn, I can't start reading it because I'm going to be missing something. And then I look at the price, I'm like, that's $6 or $7 for that one book. Like, I need to find that in a back bin somewhere. Somehow, I don't know. So that's bothersome. But his Chip Zdarsky is the reason why I started reading Batman again. And that's why I started picking up Daredevil again as well. And the Daredevil, I've actually caught up with it, and it's actually really good so far. I'm enjoying that. But yeah, I'll have to check. There's just nothing else really DC that's like, I don't know. I've been focusing a lot more outside of just the new pickups, I guess, is what my thing is. Wicked fun cover there. Yeah, it's a very good action shot, actually. I may need to use this for like my bearded comic bro and Cole's covers challenge for fights. That's out this month. So I may need to do that. One Shot Comics, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming out and supporting me. I appreciate y'all. Please, y'all go check out One Shot on Instagram. They're awesome people putting up awesome posts all the time. So you will not be disappointed. Go check them out. So yeah, y'all, that is it. That is the top 10 list. DC made the cut to be number 1. Let me add myself back. Let me remove that. There we go. Now you can see my ugly mug. Good talk. All right. So normally here at the end, what I do is I go through like things that are going on and stuff like that. I try to be as quick as I can. I think I mentioned it earlier. Today dropped the review of Black Panther 1 through 6, titled The Deadly Species, if I'm not mistaken. It is the story of Riri becoming the Black Panther. Pretty interesting story, a lot different from the movie. So maybe go check that podcast out wherever you listen to podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. There's other places. Wherever you listen, more than likely we're there. Comically Comics Podcast. Today I dropped my CGC unboxing video. So that was really fun. Had some really dope books. At least I think they're really dope. So maybe go check that out, see what grades I got, and see what books I sent in. Thursday, I plan on having my unboxing of Neil's Comics and Video Games. The win I had over there at his channel. So that was super fun. So please go check that out when it comes out, and go check Neil out in the meantime, because he's got a Road to 500 giveaway going on. What else? Hey, appreciate you, Jonathan. You have a good one, man. Thanks for coming out. No, I'm seriously looking forward to. Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you, Dale. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dale right now, he is on his way to 500 as well. So please go find his giveaway video. If I'm not mistaken, I've got it down in the description below. So please go and check that out. The Bearded Comic Bro and Cole's Comics Claims cover challenge has just come out. So there's a new one of that. It's fights covers. So please go check that out. Nick's Kicks and Comics is on his way to 500. Mark Spector's on his way to 1,000. So please go give him some support. I'm gonna forget people if I go try to list them all, because I just don't have my list in front of me. What else? I can't think of anything. So that's probably it. Probably all it's gonna be. But yo, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. It was super fun. Next Monday, Comically Comics Podcast will drop the Black Panther movie Wakanda Forever review. So if you want to hear a review of that, it's going to be spoilery, because all of our stuff is spoilery on that. So that's just how we roll. But yeah, be sure to go check that out as well. Again, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram and eBay at 22_comics. You can also find me on a podcast called Comically Comics Podcast. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, y'all have a good one.